Good afternoon and welcome to Lynn's After Work Words of Wisdom. It's so good to be here with you today. It's been one of those days though, and I was wondering, I said, what could I talk about? But then something happened. For those of you who don't know, I am currently a teacher at a high school. And today I had a very interesting situation occur where I was doing the lesson and I had students reading. And I called on a student and she said, I don't feel like it today. And it caught me off guard. And to be honest with you, I really had to pray on that one because I almost said something I didn't want to say, but it really caused me to have a moment with them to really try to explain to them about life and to talk to them about what life is really going to be about. And doing that, and when I thought about this evening and what I would talk about, and I really want those of you who have interactions with young people, high school, even middle schoolers, young, just going off to college, it is so important that we encourage them, that we let them know that they are descendants of royalty, that we let them know that we believe in their ability to succeed. Because, see, we've got to start speaking that to them so that one day they too can believe that they have the ability to succeed. Right now, one of the things that I'm seeing, and I've talked to some other people in the system that they're seeing, is our young people are choosing to fail. They're choosing to just do just enough and to do it at the last minute and then expect us to take up that slack and give them some grace so that they're not flunking entirely. And we've done it. And I think that actually when we do that, we're actually doing a disservice to them. See, we can encourage them and let them know that we have the belief that they're capable of doing it while still challenging them to do it. And letting them know that they've got to put in the work also. That life is not going to be that easy. You're not going to be spoon-fed the rest of your life. You're going to have to put forth effort to get it done. So as I told my class today, I said, if you do the work, if you just do the assignment, I'm a very easy grader in that. If you just do it, you're going to get a C. But that's because you just did it. You did the minimum necessary, following the instructions maybe, and the minimum necessary, and you're going to get a C. One of my students said, well, what you going to take to get a B or A? You got to go a little further than that. You got to put in a little more effort. You got to put in a lot of effort to get an A. You got to dress it up. You got to, if I ask you something, if I ask you to name 3 torts, and I know some of y'all don't know what a tort is, but if I ask you to name 3 intentional torts and all you do is list 3 words on the paper, that'll get you a C. But if you write it out and tell me which each one of them is and what they do, then you're going to get a better grade. So even though, doing the minimum will get you to C. But encourage them and then challenge them. Challenge them to use that wonderful brain that they were born with. Challenge them to use all that knowledge that they've gathered over the years. Challenge them to be the best that they can be and believe that they can be, and tell them that you believe that they can be better, that you know that they have the ability to succeed. You know they have the ability to be better, but they keep choosing to fail. And then help them and show them what they can do to succeed. Be there. That is our job. We have failed them, I believe, by allowing them to get passed by. If you have students that you know are not reading at the level that they should be reading, that they have been, something's happened along the way. Someone failed them. But we have an opportunity to pour into this younger generation. We have an opportunity to correct that because we know that it's not going to happen everywhere. We know not everyone is going to care whether or not they think they can succeed or not. In fact, a lot of people are going to be rooting against them. So please, you gentlemen, ma'am, as we say, if you are in a position to help, to mentor, to guide, please make that decision. Help them to understand that the decisions they make today are going to impact their life tomorrow, the next day, and on into the future. And if they don't learn to make good decisions, and if they don't care enough about themselves to succeed and to do what's necessary for them to learn how to make good decisions and to succeed, then they don't have a whole lot to look forward to. But let us be the example. Let us be the ones encouraging them, cheering them on, knowing that they can do it. And every now and then, a little tough love is nothing wrong with that. Because you got to let them. We got to speak the truth to them. We cannot allow them to just continue to go down this path. I understand and I realize that the pandemic hurt a lot of children. But now is our opportunity. Now is our time. They spend a lot of time on those devices, and we know that not all of that time is good time. So challenge them when you get an opportunity to. That's what I got to say today. I just want us to encourage our young people, but I wanted to challenge them to be their very best. Until next time, this is Lynn, your sister and your beacon of light, navigating you to a better and brighter tomorrow. Now go out and make it a great day, and remember, laugh on purpose.